So this is what we've been doing for a while. I took my time to like change the image because I mean it didn't really sit well with me, but we had to fly because we only had 2 hours for the class. Yeah, so I changed to this image. I really feel like this sits better considering the fact that she's wearing our color and all of that, you know. And there was a very last thing. So we did this screen that is called authentication screen, and then we moved over to this screen, which is a dashboard overview. Then we moved over to this screen, which is for all applicants, and then we moved to this screen, which is a message screen. This was where we stopped in the last class, and then it was very intentional of me to add this screen on my own, you know, which is your message. I think you want to do this, which is your message screen. Which is your message screen. So what basically is this about? You know, before we go about prototyping this, let me just play a prototype. So this is a prototype of what you'll be learning in the master class. Yeah, so this is a prototype of what you'll be learning in the master class. So you just have to assume that this is a UI UX design for an e-commerce website. So it's been fully prototyped and everything is ready. So this is the point where you just remove your hand and leave the rest for the app developer, because this is an application, or the website developer if it's a website, you know. So this is the application, you know, that you would be learning in the masterclass. That's if you're interested, and it's a paid class. But let's just go over it so you understand what we mean by prototype, and when we'll be prototyping the dashboard we have in there, it would make so much sense to you. So you just click here. You can see how this just changed, you know. Find your style in us. You just click in next. It feels like you're using a website, you know, you're trying to create an account. In the full name, you just put in something. The email, once you try to click on the place, the filling section, you know, what the right things just comes in. These are prototypes that have been done already, you know. It just comes in, this just comes in, this just comes in. So you can proceed, or you sign in. If you, this is creating an account, you just proceed. That should be login here. So you just, you know, you verify your email. Normally what would happen is that you wait for a second and they will send an email, and then you come and just paste it here, you know. So once you click, it gets pasted, and you can click on resend, you know. You just go over it again, and then you just proceed, and then you verify. You get this, congratulations, blah 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 blah. Go to your home page. Can you see how slick this is? You know, you just come to your home page. So this is a clear prototype. This was prototyped intentionally. You know, you can see how all these things are changing. This is pretty fast. It's changing so fast. Well, I did it so that the change will be very evident. In a normal website, if this is changing in 1 second, can leave it as much as 5 seconds, you know. So I just left it this fast so that you would all be seeing the change. So all these things are prototypes that were done. So there was a delay in timing, change to this one, move to this one. This is an advanced component prototyping, you know, that you will learn only in the masterclass. But this will just, you know, give you an insight of what prototype is about as we dive into what we have for today. So in this place, you can see the jean, the trouser, all of that. You just press down, and once you move, you know, you just move. You can see that this feels like an actual website. So you can see love. You can go to love. So when you love, you can just go back. You can go to your cart, things that you've added to your cart. You can add more. Well, as you are adding, you can see that this is increasing, you know. You can just go to your cash out section. You just cash out and confirm, and then you go back to your home, you know. So this is your settings, and you know, all of those pretty beautiful things that are happening here. So this is just, you know, and let's say a tip of the eyes, you know, of what you are meant to, of what prototyping is about. Before we dive right into it, you know, I just want to show you guys what prototyping is about. Before, let's check this. I think this is Pro 14. Alright, I think I'm having network issues. Alright, I think I'm back. So let's look at this. So you can see all these arrows flying everywhere. These are prototypes. These are like, things has been linked to things and linked to things. This is what differentiates you from a graphic designer. You just play it, and I think I want to extend it over here. We just let that load. This is looking like a real, stuff. Just go over it. This is a website. Just go over it. There is this, you can't just explain. This is what UI UX is all about. And then there is an about section. So this has already been taught in the masterclass, by just using it as, to gain clarity of what this is about and all of that, So yeah, I should have showed you this, but this is a paid work. So I don't want to be in trouble. That's a paid work. I don't want to do that. So I just showed you an example with the two works that I just designed and nobody owns it, So with what you've seen, you've gotten an understanding of what prototyping is. It's like things linked to this and things connecting to things and all of that, So how do we prototype this? It's very simple. We just come to create account. So there should be a model that says your account has been created successfully before. Go to your dashboard, which is this one. But then let's just fly without it. So if you want to prototype, look at the right side panel. You can see that this is design, this is prototype. So you are currently in design, and once you want to start prototyping, just click and change to prototype. Once you get to prototype, you want to prototype every box. It should be leading to something. So create accounts, once they click it, it should lead them to something. So normally it should lead them to a model that will be like, congratulations, your account has been created successfully. Click here to go straight to your dashboard or something like that, So since we don't have that model, what we will do is we just from this create account. Once you are sure you are at prototype, this is design, this is prototype, you are sure you are at prototype, and you come very close to every rectangle that is a frame, it will always show you this plus sign. This plus is showing you that once you just hold your mouse pad and drag out, you just drag out to the frame you want to prototype it to, and once you release your hand, you would see this. It's giving you a trigger. The trigger is on click. What you want to do is once they click on it, you should take them to that other frame. There are pretty things you can see. You can see on drag. Once they drag, this on drag is used for, when you want to on and off something, you want them to drag to the off section and drag to, stuff like that. On hover, pressing and all of that, But for now, after delay, that was what we used for that section that you were seeing that was showing this will come, this will show. They were set on after delay. So like after 5 minutes delay, show this one, show that one. But what we need now is just on click. Once they click, navigate to the dashboard frame. Remember, we named it properly. This is the dashboard frame. You can see that. And you want it to do that instantly. You can put an animation here. You can put a smart animation. You can make it move in and out or gentle. Just play around with this till you get yourself used to the whole interface. So that's that for that. We've prototyped from this to this. So let's see what we've done. Once you prototype, you just see this play sign here. You just click on it. It just opens as a preview for you. This is the reason why I hammered on the fact that Figma works with data, especially your prototyping. You can design with that data, and the only thing that will happen is that it might not be saving. But still prototyping, you cannot be viewing your prototype and be sure that things are properly linked if you don't have good network connection. So you just click on create account. You can see how that flipped. Very beautiful. So normally from this, let's just link this back to create account, even though it's not what we should do. Just have a feel of it going back. So we just come to this logo, make sure you're still at prototyping, and you just come close. You see a plus, press hold your mouse pad and you drag out to this point. Still leave it at on click. Once they click on it, you should navigate them back to this and all of that. Beautiful. So we just try that out. Just come to here, and then we'll click here. This comes, we'll go here, this goes. Beautifully done. So what we want to do is once they come to all applicant, you should take them to this all applicant frame. So you just remember that this is a whole big frame. This is the sidebar. this particular first one is the dashboard. Second frame is the all application. So you want to make sure that you click, you come very close to the all application and click, keep double tapping till you enter inside, and you can see that you are holding all of it. Once you click again, it will take you to just probably the all application or the icon. No, you want to hold both. You want to hold the both, just somewhere there. And then since we are still at prototyping, you would always be seeing this plus. Once you leave prototyping and you come very close, you'll just not see any plus. So just go to prototyping, press hold your mouse pad, and you drag it to this all applicant screen. You look at the interaction, you can see on click, navigate to all applicants, smart animate. This should be at gentle, this should be at, you can just leave that instant, and you just close that. So you've done from all applicants to, this is your dashboard frame, remember. So from dashboard frame, you can move to all applicants. But then in your all applicants, you want to be able to let them be able to move back to dashboard from this. So you just come here and you click on the dashboard here, press hold your mouse pad, and just drag back here. What does this mean? This means that this one can come here, and from this one we can come here. So let's just try what we've done. We just come here and then we play. So obviously we've prototyped create account, and we've prototyped this thing back to create account. So we'll go back to create account, and then we want to check all applicants, beautiful, and then want to go back to your dashboard from your side, but once you click on it, just takes you back. So this you can see that the other ones are not clicking. How do you know the ones that have been prototyped? Just click on anywhere on the design. It will be highlighting the places that you can click that were prototyped. So I can see that, this was prototyped. So once I click here, it's taking me somewhere. Once I click on anywhere, this was prototyped. I've forgotten what it was prototyped to. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's that for that. So we've done that for that. So we want to prototype. Remember, we also did my message. So we'll just double tap to enter my message. We'll get this plus sign. You just press hold on the plus sign. You keep dragging. It will bring out like an arrow or like a wire. So you're in my frame. Once you make sure that the thing is clicking on my frame and my frame has been highlighted, you can see this blue on it. Just remove your hand. Once you remove your hand, you can see it's on click, navigate to my frame, and instant, beautiful. That's what we want to do. So we want to come here to dashboards, and we just press hold here and we'll move it to the dashboard. This is obviously the dashboard, and we'll come here to my all applicants in message frame. My message frame will take it to all applicants, beautifully done. So I think we've taken this to dashboard, but we've not taken in all applicants. We've not taken my message back to that side. So we just, from here, my message should be clickable. Just take it there, beautifully done. So how do I always know the ones I've prototyped and the ones I've not prototyped? I already know that in this sidebar, this dashboard here is this highlighted dashboard is showing me that I am on the dashboard. It means I should see this all applicants 1, job tracking 2, schedule interview 3, my message 4, settings 5, help and center 6. So it means I should see 6 lines flying out, minusing the particular one that I'm on. I can only see 2, meaning I just prototype 2. Obviously, because we just designed 2 frames, this is showing you that there should be another frame that we'll design for job tracking. There should be another one for schedule interview. There should be another one for settings. There should be another one for help and center. But for the length of this free class, we cannot cover all of that, So we just designed 3 dashboards. So in that 3, the one that is already showing is the one that we are on. Obviously, it's not going to prototype to anything because we're already on dashboard. So where are we sending dashboard to? So it's the next one, all applicant, that will send to our all applicants frame. Our message will go to our message frame. That's that for this. And then we come here in this all applicants. We can already see that all applicants we are on all applicants frame. Obviously, we're not going to prototype the frame that you are on. So for the dashboard, we'll take the dashboard to the dashboard, and we'll take the message to the message. You can already see that the dashboard is heading like this, and then the message is looking like this. That's done beautifully. And then we come to my message. Obviously you're not gonna prototype the frame that you are on. What do I mean? I'm on my message, so obviously I'm not gonna be taking my message to anything. But then my dashboard should be heading to my dashboard, or applicant should be heading to our applicant. So there was an extra frame I just added, which this is just, I'm not gonna be teaching you this one. I want you with what you've learned so far to just, try to do this. Let me see what you can come up with. Try to do this. I think the only thing that might be confusing to you is this, which I will just show you now. So this can be a frame, just draw out a frame, and then you come to design, obviously. So you want to come down here and pick this color, and then I can see that there is a curve here, and then there is no curve. This is just a sharp edge. So this is showing me that if I come here, for example, I can come here. This is the top left corner, make it 40. I've done here. So come here, make it 40. I've done there. Come here, make it 40. I've done there. And then for here, I'm not meant to do it, so I just leave it. So that's basically how to do that. As simple as it can be. You just come to your test, put it here, and write the things you want to write. That's all. Then you just come to your move and move outside. That's how to do this. Then for this other side, I will just duplicate this, come here and drag this out. This other side, obviously it's in the light orange, and the content inside should be black. So 0 into 6 places, and then I can see that this, let me zoom in for you to see properly. You can see that this is where the sharp edge is and not this side. So what do? It's very simple. We just come here and we make here 40, and then we make here 0. For some reason the content inside is not showing because I put it, if you write 0 more than 6, it will just give it an opacity of 0, which means it will not show. So you literally have to come here and put 100, and then it shows. Obviously when I was writing, probably I put in so many zeros more than 6, so it did not catch that as anything, so it did not show anything. So that's how to do that. You already know where to get this play icon from. Just right click, go to your plugin Iconify. Once you get to Iconify, you just let that open up. You just play any icon you want to, as it's just as the thing you're seeing, as it's looking at whatever it's looking like, just drag it out. Just go there and search it out. You would see it, So that's that for this, and I just came here to my selection color and I gave it this color. As simple as it can be. So I can just bring that in and all of that. So this, you can do this yourself, these lines, or you can search for waves. I don't know if you're gonna see that. I've forgotten the exact thing I searched for. So let me just search for wave. Let's search for wave. If we don't see, okay, see there. So we just drag that out. So you might be asking me, man, this one is long, what happened? It's simple. Just keep duplicating it. I just keep duplicating it. Just keep duplicating it. You know how I'm duplicating? I'm holding my Alt, which is my option on my MacBook, then holding down my mouse pad, and then I just drag out, it follows. That's how to duplicate. Or you just do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, but it will press on top of it. So you literally need to, after you do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, you need to still come here and drag out. So I feel like it's stressful, so I just go the other way around. Any way that suits you. Highlight all and do Shift A, put them all in a place, and then come here and give them a space of 0, so that they will be together. As simple as it can be. Just hold all, and then you come here. The selection color, you just change it to dark, to our color. That's it. Just change it to our color. Then you come here, you drop this here. You drop this here, then you highlight all and you do Shift A, and then I just do Ctrl+X to cut that, and then Ctrl+Shift+R to replace. That's how it is. You can now do K to scale if it's looking too small. Yeah, I forgot to put in this stuff here. And then there is something else you would notice. Under everything is just a time. There is a time. 0 this. So you just put it under it. It's just very simple. So this is obviously a plus icon. This is the thumbs up icon. This is a speaker icon. So This is an emoji icon, so you just go to Iconify, search for emoji, drag that out, search for plus addition, drag that out, search for speaker, search for a mic icon, drag it out, search for thumbs up icon, drag that out. You know, that's basically how you do this. This is obviously a star icon. You can search for favorite. This one you can search for search, you can search for menu for this. You know, I think that's basically it. You already know how you get this image, UI faces, you know. So basically there's nothing much here. So this part of it is obviously this part of it, you know, but some words were removed, you know. You just shrink out some words, just stop somewhere, then you just bring it in. You know, just figure it out. I think this is a pretty good assignment. So I really feel like if you can do this, if you watch the video properly, this is just from this, you know, it's not a big deal. So yeah, what is this frame for? It's very simple. So imagine this is your image, and then this is just showing you a little glimpse of the images of everybody, like everybody have chatted you up, just small, but they want to open this person's chat, this person, you know. So probably, what did I put here? Recruit at Google. I could have said job it, but that's fine, don't worry. And it should be the same name. So this is okay. So you just come to prototype, and you just come here, and you drag that into here, you know. So you held on this, not on the whole frame. At this point, you know, we'll be holding on this, but now you want to move from this person to the person's chat. So you just hold on that, you know, and it gives you that. What does this do? So let's play this prototype and see how far we've come. So this obviously is playing. So if you don't know where the prototyping is, just click anywhere, you would see the prototypes. So let's go to message, and then we'll click anywhere. I thought I prototyped this, obviously. So someone is muted, that means help me, you know, fix that person. So this, what did we give it? On click, yeah, navigate to instance. So why is that not showing? Okay, let's figure out why this particular prototype is not, you know. Just take that out, you know. These examples that I gave you guys here, we'll just drag that down here, and then we just, okay, let's hold on this. Let's hold on her, and then we drag her to this. On click, navigate to this instance. So let's rename this main message or anything. Let me be sure it's holding on it. So we just click on this, navigate to main message, on click, navigate to main message, on click. Yeah, obviously should be showing. So from this you can already see all the wires that are flying, you know. This is just a very small project. Okay, let me show you this, just because the employer is not going to do me anything. Who is requesting for access? Who wants to view? Who are you? I don't know who is requesting for access in my Figma file, but I cannot, you know, I'm obviously denying that out. So yeah, so you can see all of this. You can see this. Let me click the prototype. Can you see the jargons that happened here? Can you see the jargons? You know, a lot of things are flying. This is the reason why you charge as much as you charge. You don't just charge because you feel like there is a whole lot of work that went into this. A whole lot went into this, you know. Can you imagine the thinking process, all of the things, you know? Can you see all the wires, all the prototyping? So this is what UI UX is really about. This can take as much as 2 months, 3 months. I think this took me a month, and my purpose to the client 3 or 4 months, you know. You can be done in the next month. Just leave, hold it there, use the other month to just, you know, cruise around. Why they feel like you're still doing what you were asked to do. You know, the more you get good, the more you increase your speed and, you know, have time to yourself. So they will obviously give you a deadline, this to this. So if you finish, they don't want to know if you finish before, they just want to be sure you're finishing. They don't want to know if you finish earlier, but just finish before the deadline, you know. So you can have a 1 month project, finish in 2 weeks, use the other one to relax, watch Netflix, still collect money, you know. That's how it works. So you can see all of this. All of this, obviously these small things are showing you the number of link links. You cannot imagine. And I'm not allowed to show you this project fully. So this is a lot of work, you know. So compared to this thing that we've done, how many dots are you seeing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Just 6 dots, you know. So this is a lot of work. So what I would do here, since this is my message and this is my message frame, I will not go ahead and start prototyping all of this. I'll just come here. I'll do Ctrl C, copy this, come here, Ctrl Shift R. It will replace it with this frame here that has been linked. So when I click linked, I'll see that it's obviously carrying the same link, you know. So just know that what we copied was this sidebar and not the whole of the frame. So we did not change anything. And so because we linked this, it's still linked. It's still linked, you see. So we just copied this. So if my message bar had so much, like there is still, obviously we are not even done here, like for this my application. So once they click see application, it's meant to still be under my application, and you now see that person's application, the person's CV, or the person's, you know, stuff like. So this my application should still have brothers and sisters under it, you know. So all of them, I'm not gonna go ahead prototyping for all of them. No, I just come to the main frame of my application. I will just be doing copy and paste, copy, paste to replace to correct, just like here now. So anything that is under each other in a straight line, I just know that they're brothers and sisters. That's how I arrange. Some people arrange this way, I arrange this way. So after I do the first one, I just come here. I will now do paste to replace for these other ones beside it, you know, because prototyping, it's a lot of work, you know, you just can't imagine. So I think I just want to play this, just this. This is let's just play this. This project was done since last year. I can't remember, maybe May, June. The developer is still on it. I think I got it May. I did it till maybe August. The developer asked for 6 months, which should have been the 6 months should have been February or so. But I really don't know why he's still on it. It's not yet done, bring it to life. So you can see how sweet my projects are. I usually keep it sleek and sweet, like sleek and sweet, you know. So just my recruiters, obviously, since I just moved now, this is what we call advanced Figma prototyping, you know. Just come. This is hover effect. When you hover around it, something happens, you know. This is sleek and sweet, you know. That's as much as I can show you guys, you know. This is a paid project. So yeah, we'll come to the end of this class. So just so you know, tomorrow is going to be our last class. We've given us so much for free. UI UX, people pay as much as 250,000 to design. So yeah, I think I'm having network issues. Okay, I think I'm back. So for UI UX, people pay as much as 250,000 to master Figma very, very well. But we'll be subsidizing it for the master class, you know. But before then, tomorrow is going to be our last Q&A section. This class prototyping, because we did not do so much screens, I definitely know that we're not going to be spending up to an hour, you know, to fix all of that, you know. So what is your assignment? Okay, I said something about going over everybody's stacks one by one. Should we do that? Alright, we still have time, we'll do that. I think I'm having network issues. Alright. So what is your tax? You know, if you looked at your time structure, you would see that there is a whole 1 week for tax. In that 1 week, you are to kindly redesign all of this. If you've done, I gave you a task to do this and this, you know, just go and complete it, do this, do the rest, you know. If peradventure you've done this and you've not done my message, you know, just go and do it. Then if you've done all, obviously there's no way you will do all, because I just added this one. This is like an extra task, you know. So add up to it and take time and rewatch the videos, you know. The simple mistake I saw most of you did was that you were not following the font size I was using. Watch the videos again. If I use 16 here, go and use 16. Some of you used as much as 24. Here was looking as big as this. There's something called hierarchy. All these things were explained very well in the masterclass, you know. Some should not just be bigger than some. The logo, the company logo should be the biggest font, you know. Things should be you should increase accordingly. And I use 16 here. That's the reason why I still use 16 here. This recruiting is 16. The other one down is 10. This is 16. The recruitment overview is 16 semi-bold. This one down is 10 regular. Take your time, go through that video, write down the fonts I was using and use it. Replicate something that is looking like my work, something that we can be proud to repost and say our student did this. Going to some students, give it time. Nothing works automatically. It took me 4 whole years to get to where I am. I think 2020, that's 5 years. Adding this year, so just give it time, give it patience. Give it time, give it patience. You would always meet people that are higher than you, but there is just something about you, that makes the whole thing different. Nobody will be like, nobody can be like, just make sure that you are giving yourself to learning. You are not deceiving yourself. You are not giving excuses. The difference between you and someone else out there, the difference between the 34 persons here and the 339 persons that should be in this class, in this Telegram, is that some people will obviously say, I have a low battery. There are obvious reasons. Why you should not be here. But I believe that people make time for what they value and what really means something to them. So if your reason for not being here is that your phone is low, that is not a reason enough, because someone else went to the extent of not pressing their phone the whole day so that they save some battery to make it to this class. So there is always a part of you that will want to sacrifice for something that means so much to you. So this is just me encouraging someone out there. Take your time, give time to learn, and you will see how it will pay off in the next 1-2 years. You'll be grateful you did that to yourself. You'll be grateful you saw when Tech advertised their beginner class and you took it very seriously. So that will be the end of our class for today. See you tomorrow with all your questions. You have to replicate everything we did from beginning to the end. Even if you've done that, just kindly rewatch these lessons, get your corrections and just all right, Victor, I would do that. So get your corrections and get ready for the word. So see you guys tomorrow. YouTube live, time remains 12 to 2 p.m. all right, bye guys, have a good night rest. Drop your logout time, your logout attendance. This group will be blocked after 20 minutes. Thank you.